Howdy, y'all. GooseFathr here. Have a fun run for you. We did a pawnshop belt bonk board, which I'm convinced that if you can get off the ground, which takes a little bit of work, is the strongest build in the game right now. We tried to get Hogwash to do some things. We spent a lot of time yesterday trying to get Hogwash to do some things, and Hogwash did not want to. But what it did do was let us transition into this monster, which was pretty fun. So hope you enjoy the gameplay. We kind of give a little bit of instruction. It's not exactly an overexplained run, but it is an example of how you can put the build together. The build's pretty straightforward once you get the major pieces, but it was a lot of fun. So hope you enjoy the run. I think we're doing the gold run. I'm in a little bit of try-hardy mood right now. Okay. Those are some decent early pieces. I'm looking forward to the patch quite a bit right now. I'll go for some more fire damage. I want to play with the new, not new to everyone, but new to me pig items. I wouldn't mind fiddling with Mac. I think the ship has sailed on me to ever become a Vanessa or a Dooley stan, but I could get into another hero from time to time if we got a new one, so that would be fun. But I'm a little, like, the current build variety is a little stale, and honestly I feel like it got a tiny bit staler with cargo shorts. It's strong enough early that you start leaning into it, and then it makes all roads more weapons build than they even were. And then the big problem is they nerfed the just absolutely brutally unnecessary nerf of our boy Truffles here. Means that property builds are just like 4 to 5 times harder to get off the ground. We have food in Truffle. So we are set up. Sweet. That is a good opener. We could use some non-weapons on our board. That's not it. Andy, you did not follow the assignment. I do not want to go into... Yeah, we are not winning with this board. The problem is it's Isla. We're not winning with Isla either. There's no weapon she can have that suddenly turns us into a win. We don't want a weapon right now. We want anything but a weapon right now. Jabalion Longbow is like something, but not a lot of something. So I think we just lose day one, unfortunately. And we start setting up the XP for day two.
Are you sure? Noticed I'm huge?
Yeah, we lose that in combat scaling and all. I should have grabbed one other weapon from Andy just in case we whiffed on the other side. At the other vendor. I don't think it matters because he's got big combat scaling and a little bit of extra damage that would have done. Yeah, 80. I would have had to do 80 and like 25. And we only had like 6 and 5, so we only had like 30 flat we could add into our board. Still a misplay. Definitely a misplay. Oi. Oi, oi, oi. I think we'll just control the crit rather than deciding if we're a weapons or non-weapons build right now. And then, depending on how lucky we get, this at least allows us to take any encounter. I think we still want to go to Curio because we need some kind of a board And
Just a matter of fact.
this ain't it. Okay.
Now you're doing your part to clean up the bazaar.
Salamander pup? No, whiff. Oof. My rocket booting for 1 second's worth of haste. In 5. This is so bad now that it's not even 4 seconds. Oh gosh. Alright. Oh god, it's crab too. We'll have trouble with crab. He's still easier than the others. Yeah, this is bleak. I should have gone to build my board at Kina, I guess was the mistake made. But I knew, like, I was trying to be conservative. I was actually worried about whiffing there meant that we lost. We wouldn't be able to get the extra XP here. But we might have lost anyway. Yeah, we barely tied. Oof. God, that's not good, y'all.
You seem like a nice
Okay.
person. Maybe too
So,
nice.
now we need to actually get ourselves a board.
Profit 10.
That is not a board, JJ. We can't spend money on like cash makers yet, until we have something with the semblance of a real board. Good God. I feel like I have to take it in case I get nothing, but like I can't win with it, so I'm not sure it matters. I have to get some non-crappy weapon. Like I just need spam. I don't need perfect stuff. I just need non-weapons. All right, Midsworth.
Oh, come on then.
I've never liked you, Midsworth,
I'll come back someday. And
but I like you today.
store. Not what I'd call
Okay.
tasteful.
That is not absolutely nothing.
Happy to exploit you.
Okay.
I mean, help you.
I actually think that hatchet is doing nothing, and we'd be better off with an extra 100 hit points tomorrow.
More is more, I always say.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of forgot we were stretching into the bigger board. Yeah, we still got nothing. This is still brutal. Hey, future. I am feeling a little bit better. I probably need to take some ibuprofen, but I don't need anything industrial today, thank goodness. Yeah, definitely feeling quite a bit better than I was. So thank you for asking. So what sucks is you don't get the hit points that you expand into. It just gives you like healing space, but doesn't function as healing. So it's not particular, or is that not true? That's not true because we 500. Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah, we only get what we actually heal. It's enough, though. Hogwash is enough. I've been wanting to play around with the Hogwash build. So we also got Knee Brace on our board. I think we unironically try to upgrade Knee Brace. We try to get ourselves an early belt. And eventually we like Hogwash Bonk. It's stupid. It's like not good. But that sounds fun, right? I'm not cracked. That's... That sounds weird enough that your brain just went, ooh, maybe we should try that.
I'm a people person, and sometimes I say,
Or am I in my own?
this weather we're
Am I on my own on that one? Do we reroll here? We have a lot of vendor time, but we've had some very bad vendor luck thus far. But we're gonna be conservative with our money. We'll have another more board space to fill. This can take some monsters. Maybe apprentice. Apprentice slaps, man. Apprentice is like way harder than he should be. And you either want to go really fast or really slow. Because, yeah, we're doing the opposite. We are doing the wrong thing, which is to go mid-speed. If you... I guess, yeah, our fire damage is stacking a little bit. That's good. So he has no hit points, is the good side, but he does like a stupid amount of damage. If you go really slow, then he stalls at the midpoint and he runs out of ammo, and then, like, if you have a slow healing board or whatever, you would be able to recoup, and then once you pass the midway point, if you've recovered on one side, you'll recover on the other. Or you go so fast that it doesn't matter and you get to, you know, whack through. Those are kind of the two ways with Apprentice. I think we go Ether, right? I think we have enough to keep... We were stacking. We should have enough to keep her shield down. Maybe, maybe not. I do actually need crap on my board at some point in my life. Yeah, we are not getting through a shield. I think we're actually about to lose here. Oh, we just passed her. Did that hit lose it for us? Ah. This is the skin of the teeth run, guys. All right, rigged is awesome. Okay, we should be able to get a couple of actually real shops and turn it around now. So, I think I'm doing this. I think I have a dream. I think I dreamed a dream.
Moving up in the world.
Again, we recognize this is not a good idea. We are aware. Unwashed bird would be good.
Got any new playlists for me?
Yes, yes. Okay, what else do we need for that? We got the property, we got the apparel, actually. Knee brace doing some work there. We need a weapon, of all things. And a tool. So do I run bushel right now before chapeau? I think I'm going to just... No, that's good activator. I think I shouldn't have bought bushel. I should have re-rolled and I should have tried to fish for something like unwashed bird on the other side. So we're going to still do that. We didn't get it, but we did get weights. And why did I do that? Gosh darn it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm still clearly a little loopy. Oh, gosh. We don't need weights because we're running chapeau instead of weights. Chapeau is our weights. Is weights better in the very short term? Until this gets to 4 or 5-ish, maybe? No. No. But putting a small weapon on my board will give me one more, so we want to do that if we can. And he's the guy to do it, although Finn would be awesome, but always prioritize your board state. There we go. Fang is fine. Yeah, weights was a mistake. Although weights is a tool, that didn't seem to care. Why did that not care? Oh, because I'm trading my apparel for it. That's why. That's not good. We don't want to lose total healage. So yeah, we're just going to get Fang on our board. We're going to get rid of weights. That was a mistake. I should have maybe even gotten rid of that Lottle. That's just sitting there in case everything goes horribly awry. This is something. Chapeau will give us a matchbox spam that's a little bit faster than we were. Alright, let's check it out. Let's see what she does.
Are you sure? Noticed I'm huge?
So at least our heals get some scaling now. which means they'll start to like refill the hit points that they're making for us. That is a drill board, but it's not popping off quite yet. That's a lot, though. The poison isn't too bad. Yeah, I think we're fine. Yeah, we're totally fine. We're outscaling them. They have no combat scaling. Okay. What tool could we run on this board? I guess, honestly, the hatchet I got rid of is our best option, because the hatchet would be a weapon and a tool, and we're not so worried about, like, getting a ton of damage from it. We're just trying to get the multicast going. Do I want to just take golds here? Think I might. Alright, and then I think we want economics again. There's not a lot of square items I totally care about right now. And I'd like to get not this. Can we kill Hellbilly, though? That'll be the real test. Because this boy scales. We are stacking fire, so we should be fine eventually. And he's slow. So, Future, I think you were here, but I'm kind of telling everyone to be sure. So, I'm strongly debating, when I come back from vacation next week, moving my start time to 3 a.m. my time. So it's 11:36 now. So it would be starting about 3.5 hours from now, and then going for 4 to 5 hours from there. Because there's just, I usually get between 10 and 12 people just rolling in then, and I feel like a lot more are available in that window. But I'm checking with everybody who's regular, or anyone who wants to pop off in the chat, on what times work for them and don't work for them. But I'm going on vacation, and then I'm also, the other thing I'm considering is adjacent items gain crit, so that could be something. First time you lose, heal 20% of your max health. Doesn't really make a lot of sense. If Hogwash were slower than our other heals, so that we expanded our board state and then healed into it, that would make sense. But I kind of like that better. I think we're going to reroll, though. I think there are better options. This will help us win today or tomorrow, but it falls off pretty hard. I think we're going to keep going for max health, since that's what we're utilizing with Hogwash, and that's kind of the gimmick we want to see if we can find our way into. So we'll do that. And Prospero for the econ items. And there's the econ items. Hallelujah. Okay. Love that I'm putting the flat on at Lottle. I think I'm pretty sure I'm not doing it at Lottle board. So that's perfectly fine. But I'm not sure what board I am doing. Like, what's our long-term damage plan? Anybody knows. It's matchbox isn't a single matchbox is not going to do it. Although, you know, we could get some weird. I do have a dream of Bonk. I do really want like a belt and then a Bonk. That's what I'm aiming to try on this. I thought I was getting it. I thought that was calm response. Pawnshop, maybe ish, sort of weird, kind of sure, right? Everyone agrees.
Okay.
Everyone agrees. We're all agreed. Okay. Pawnshop maybe is sort of weird, kind of right.
Mister.
Cool.
Anyway, thanks.
No, I want to start later. 3.5 hours ish. 3 hours and 20 minutes from now would be my start, and then I go for 4 or 5 hours. Basically, what I do right now is I have, make dinner for my wife. We eat dinner. We watch a show or two. She goes to bed. I start casting. I go to bed. I wake up. I start casting, and then I go to bed sometime around like 4-ish, and then I wake up at 8 for work, and then when I have time to take a nap, I take a nap. That's kind of my current thing. So instead, I would just be going to bed the same time as my wife, and then waking up at like 3 a.m. and casting into the workday, and then finding the nap whenever I can find the nap, kind of thing. So yeah, so it would be starting 5 hours later than I'm starting right now, which is 3 hours later than it is right now. Yeah, I think we really want to find the hatchet. I think the hatchet would give us, and then we probably can't run. We probably can't get away with that knee brace forever. This might be the board where it stops making sense, because ouch. Yeah, this is going to kill us before we scale enough fire damage. This is a particularly hard board for us because we spam into blast doors. We are scaling, though. Why is this good? I don't think we win, but I don't think we lose either. Why is this good? How many hit points did we have at the end there? 780? What did we start with? Hold on, what did we start with? We were at half health. But now we'd eat lunch, probably. Honestly, if I could still catch... yeah, Le Soup is very hit or miss as it is. We just kind of like... since, yeah, we're already just kind of... Is now your bedtime too, though? I feel like Le Soup, we are lucky to get you when we get you. That it's not guaranteed. I could be wrong on that. Goldie, we don't really have the money for Goldie. Goldie's a little nuts. Oh God, total misplay. I always forget about that. We had to go for the fire. That was a huge loss. Gosh darn it. I'm so not a Matchbox enjoyer, as you can tell.
People here look so...
We're not really running that as is. It doesn't make any sense. Wait. I think this might be our long-term board, right? Yeah, it's only doing 140 right now, but we got to double that by the time that last fight was done, which took a long time, mind you. But this is my dream, is like having Hogwash and some spam. We need Unwatched Bird on our board too. Like expand our hit point pool into making double whammy even gnarlier. But if not, we could just do a double whammy board, which I haven't done in a while. We do need to get some real econ going. Which is hard because we have double whammy taking up space. So the best way to do this is to actually get it on your board as soon as possible so that you have the board space to really work on your pawn shop. I know it's a weak-ass weapon, but we would be losing one heal item, and so it's not great. We can kind of happily... We can get rid of knee brace now. Yeah, we could get rid of bandages. We want Unwatched Bird, and then that would be make up for the lack of cast that we lose there. Okay, we're going to start working on our pawn shop. We got nothing right now, but this... You could go pretty late with double whammy if you do it correctly. But we lost the apparel item, which we would get back with belt, but then lose our real damage and our real heal. So I think Chapeau actually has to go. Chapeau's going to stop making sense very, very fast on this board. Yeah, we got to replace that. Infernal Envoy, can we win this fight? I don't think we can. It would be nice to because the claws would be good, but I don't think we can. I had a game with 3 matchboxes and 2 of them were fire enchanted and you only got 6 wins. Oh my god. Oh. Yeah, well, what happens is, I mean, what can happen, I'm not sure this is what happened to you, but what absolutely can't. All right, hold on. How many hit points does Infernal Envoy have? Can I take that fight? We need to figure that out. But what can happen is you greed so hard to kind of get the duel off the ground that then you fall behind and then you're in day 13 or 14 and then it's the Wild Wild West and it's like God rolls dice and decides if you win or lose and you could just keep losing. I don't think we get through 900 before he burns us to the ground. But then again, this guy hits really hard for a little while too. I maybe shouldn't have done the board switch up so early. That I might have should have done that on the other side of the healing. I think we're gonna lose either way. So Envoy,
We offer you a chance.
the Atlas Stone. I want it to be something. It looks cool. There's no way on earth to make it good. No. The one time I gave it an honest go. The other thing is it doesn't start until like Diamond, and so it's already a like hard pivot. But I had mostly set up bonk board. I had a golden shroud, whatever that is, the apparel thing, and then yeah, we actually did okay there. I had the golden shadow cloak, and I had a diamond phonograph, and so I got Atlas down to like 3.5, and it was self-hasted, so it was going every like 1.67, and then I had a bunch of flat damage skills that I already had on my board, so it was starting at like 70 or 80, and it was still crap. It was still crap. Had I had a crook on it to give it even more starting flat, it would have still been crap. It's still like, it's just like you weren't pivoting into it until day 9 or 10. And so by then, like, you have a game plan of, hey, I have infinite scaling that's only a multiplier of 2 every like 2 or 3 seconds, but that still means I don't get to kill you until like second 20, which half the boards will kill you before that. The other half that ramp might be even ramping more hit points than you are. Hey, are you coming up? What are you doing? Sorry, Goose asked for my attention and then promptly ignored me. Very, very cat-like. She's not normally that way. We'd like XP, obviously. Always like XP. Double whammy getting to gold would be big for us. We probably need to fix the sport state and going for heal, but obviously free burn is free burn. So this is actually a very, very hard choice. I think it's going to be between... Burn is short term, so we're going to... God bless it. Every time. Also, I happily curse, and y'all probably heard me curse. I don't know why, but when I get on stream, for some reason, I go into, like, uncle mode, and then all my cursing starts becoming blessed instead of damn it. So I probably gotta get over that. I guess.
Mr. Pygmallion, a man who understands.
Well then.
Planted a golden seed, my friend.
Do I want infinitely free gumballs to power my pawn shop? I suppose, if I have to. Hey, Gay Incel, welcome back.
My dreams are
For everyone that hasn't met Gay Incel, he is the most colorful name in our chat so far. Someone will beat him. I know. Yeah, I'm not saying it's a good board. I'm not saying we have a path to victory here. But we are about to up double whammy. And then we would like to get ourselves belt. And I don't think our in-combat scaling makes any kind of sense. Fishing for a hogwash upgrade, maybe?
Jewels are silly baubles. The real treasure of the bazaar is the
We
land.
do need to make sure we're selling our shit, though. That's the boomerang of this particular run.
They say gold not spent.
Is the did you remember to sell your gumballs?
You see landfill?
Salamander
I
pup,
see buried treasure.
please. Okay, we will take that. We will take crit chance.
See that fine?
I'm gonna be a little finicky because we have things to spend money on. Although we are running a pawn shop right now, so maybe I'm full of lies and we're just gonna spend all our money willy-nilly. I guess positioning doesn't matter right now. Okay. Alright, let's look up double whammy. Make sure we're actually getting some bang for our buck. Pun intended, of course. Double whammy. So it goes to 15%. Yeah, we gotta do it, even though I think the flat from Hogwash is gonna fall off. How much flat are we getting right now? Next to nothing, I know. 20, 50, 24. And then we get a percentage of that from Hogwash. I think that's better than our in-combat scaling, though. We just don't have any real damage yet. So if we could swap out Matchbox for Unwashed Bird with that setup, then we would get a little bit of heal spam for Hogwash. I think that's the next stage of whatever the hell this build is. Can we even kill a lone shark is the question. We're gonna try. We're gonna try.
I can make all your problems disappear.
Got the wheel gamut time. Isn't pawnshop for scaling early? No. Pawnshop was for scaling late. Yeah, I will hover once we get out of the fight. Sorry, I didn't read that before. Golden means the gumballs don't cost anything. They're free. It means congratulations. You, double damage, 50% skill sage. Yeah, not exactly the option you were looking for. Okay. We need... I mean... No. Yes, we have to. We have to keep taking max health. But I really... Damn it. I really, really wanted to get what's its name on my board. So, what's our hit points now here? 386. That's not killing anybody in like a fortnight, right? That's still just a tragedy. I mean, our whole board's still just a tragedy. I understand. All right.
Moving up in the world.
Thanks so much, man.
Applesap has joined the Goose Mafia.
Applesap, really appreciate it. Thanks a bunch. I think that's how I say it. I'm guessing the good thing I have going for me is that it's very hard to pronounce it worse than the robot. Currently, oh, I'm not going to win this fight. Currently, yes, Pig is the only hero I play. I play the others every once in a while. We are going to need to do the ads after the next fight. I play the other heroes every once in a while, but Pig's the hero I know, and the one I'm trying to make videos for, and stuff like that. And so that's just kind of what I'm focusing on right now. When Mac comes out, we might spend some time kind of learning Mac. Do I win here? Boom! Boom. You play Vanessa because you find her attractive? Well, the name fits, so it's not just a clever name, is what you're saying. So sorry, we have to mock you with that name. It is the law. I think we want like large item crap here. Flat damage ain't gonna do it for us, so we'd want like crit chance, large item. Is there like the heal charge yet? It's when you use a weapon, charge a heal item. That's not exactly compelling with a 12-second weapon. We're just gonna go for Orlin and give him the chance to give us some options. Items have 4 per weapon. That's nothing. Weapons have 15. That's good. I think we take Deadeye. Okay. We're going into the fight. We're not likely to win this. We need to just full pivot into the other board to make space so that we could also start buying and selling pretty hard. We'd like to get some real ledger stuff going so that we can make decent amounts of money. We're not liking who we're up against. This is not going to be on our board forever, Hogwash, I don't think. Pawnshop is. I think we're going to go into a full bonk if we can get away with it and do bonk, belt, pawnshop. But in the meantime, I would really, really, really like to get Unwashed Bird so that we could actually be making use of pawnshop right now. Yeah, unfortunately, we got to get a lot of things elevated. We have to... Getting Hogwash up would be good. Getting pawnshop up is necessary, and then getting belt in the first place. So if we sell a bootstrap, we'd be very, very happy with the bootstrap. But part of me is feeling like a little desperate to shop right now. Kind of can't pass 2 free XP, but we have a lot of upgrades that need to happen, and they need to happen not forever from now. And none of them, I guess belt's medium size. Yeah, we got money for that. For golden gumballs? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We're going to sell cash register. I don't like being space tight right now. We want to be buying and selling like crazy because we want to be playing the pawn shop game. So we are going to start playing pawn shop harder and actually get ourselves into a bonk board. I don't know who we beat here. I don't think it's Chili. I want to beat Chili, though. Do we have more hit points than Chili? If I... Actually, I feel like we could beat Chili if we do this. Just because we'll win in the Sandstorm with more hit points, maybe? You don't need cooldown on the bonk if you actually do this build correctly. This build does have to go very long, though. Like, we're going to lose more of these big games, and I think we only have one more that we can lose. Until your hit points are just so unbelievably ridiculous that you start winning by virtue of people not getting through them before your bonk kills them. And that's kind of the game. You want your bonk to be one-shottable. You want your hit points to be off the charts. Yeah. And then eventually, like, yeah, we get rid of Hogwash, we put Belt on our board. Hit? It didn't even matter. See, this is how we're going to start winning fights. And we need Belt to do that, and we need a bigger pawn shop to do that. We win fights because they just can't kill us very fast. And then that also kind of converts into double whammy damage. So I think I want to commit to that. I think I'm done with this weird liminal state. We want to be buying and selling a bunch. I would really like to replace Succulents with the bird if we could find it, because the multicast is pretty big. Piggles will give us some selling fodder that I might... I want Ledger because it gives us the value for this, but we're gonna hope it comes to us and not slow down our buy-sell cycle for it. We could have large items, so we could have pawnshop. Flat damage doesn't matter, so yeah, we're definitely going shopping here. None of that makes much sense.
Nothing I can do about your poor chance.
Okay. So, 50k max with tempo boost in the pawn shop. Yeah, you can get nuts. You could get a phono. You can fit a belt in a phono in the build. The problem is just getting there. This isn't usually how you transition. You usually transition with pawn shop in your stash and you're playing something that's actually good in the meantime. But like you can see, that's not enough damage, right? It's not going to be enough damage until we have like a golden belt.
All cannon, no ball.
And so you kind of want to transition from like already running a belt on a square pig or something like that. Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of hits there. But we do... Yeah, you're not wrong. I've not actually made this run in ages. Certainly not with a Hogwash on my board. I'm not going to do that. But I'm like, does that actually keep me in the fight longer than Hogwash does? There's something. Okay. Okay. So it's still not nearly enough, but we're getting closer. Would I take apropos back shielded? Probably not. So we have a weapon, a property, and an apparel, but no tool. So it's a forecast, but why? Why am I doing it? It's not helping me stay alive at all. So I need to figure out what goes here in the meantime that doesn't kill us. I think Hoggy's gone, because that wasn't really keeping us alive either. Succulence wasn't enough. Yeah, I need a phono or something. 3 times my income is not enough shield. Yep. Yep, you are correct. Oof. Okay, I guess he can have loop. He could have rewards card upgrade. He also just has, oh, now bird. All right. I'm just buying and selling right now. I don't think I'm gonna... I guess I have plenty of stash space. I gotta hold on to that for a little bit. There we go. There we go. We're getting there. We have pieces. We need one more small item that actually does well on our board. I guess Signet Ring is some max HP, though I don't want to be completely stuffed up here, but that's fine. And we will cycle Tusk Helm, but right now it's going to be our small item until we get another small item because I just don't want to be naked there. Okay. Does this beat anything? Probably not. But, Croc, we want cooldown reduction. And we want to hit our level 10 today. Buy, sell small now. We only have 8 gold, so we can a little bit, but, yeah, we can for 4. You're right, we can sell for 4. So that's why we got Tusk Down, because we're probably going to get rid of it. But we can't buy, sell at 8 right now. We're still a little poor. But our gumballs are going to slowly make us money.
I've come too far to let you stop me.
Well, I think that's the enchant we actually want. Because if this gets slowed, we're just nowhere. And then the next enchant we want is obsidian on our pawn shop, which gives all the value of the pawn shop over to our double whammy. Yeah, we're still nowhere, mind you. We still do not have enough hit points. I forgot that we have this, though, so we should keep kind of going to the vendor. What's worth upgrading? That would be worth upgrading. The enchant, that sucks. Those suck. That's good. That's good. There's enough upgrades here. The odds of hitting a double whammy there is pretty low. Pole is where you really want to go for it. So 5% more or left no has crit chance. I kind of forgot that was the case, so that's an easy choice. Okay, and I don't think we throttle down. I think we need to go shopping. Let's see, what would I want? I want a phono pretty bad. She could have it. I mean, XP is also hit points. It's kind of a hard choice. I guess we'll phono fish because it could be the difference. I would love to have gotten the bootstraps high, but we kind of can't waste a crap ton of board space. Is this good? Like a 10% heal on my giant heal pool every 7? I mean, it's better than this, right? But we can't afford it. Can we afford it? So that's 13, 16. No, we can't. We're not getting rid of Golden Gumball Machine, for the love of God. It's just too good. Even if we got rid of Loop, and I don't think it's good enough to get rid of Loop. So 19 puts us right at 30 if we got rid of all the chaff. Yeah, that's too bad. I would have done it. It would have been something. That'll do. That I will do. What do I get rid of? I guess business card does this the least good.
I used to offer a free ride home, but people
Okay.
thought it was weird.
So 3-second spam heal. I guess it's something. Okay. Yeah, we really need to upgrade our pawn shop to get more value on it. I mean, we need to upgrade everything. We need to upgrade belt. This is where I like really wanted the golden bootstraps. But working around the silver for a long time, just hoping to get the upgrade on that would be tough. Yeah, we're still just not big enough to actually win. Maybe. Maybe we are. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay.
Well, I guess motivation isn't everything.
So we're running the fine balance between what keeps us winning today versus what makes us powerful tomorrow. So upgrading belt will help us win today. Upgrading pawn shop will make us stronger tomorrow. Upgrading whammy will make us stronger tomorrow. So we're in kind of a weird state there. I don't think Isla fishing for a double whammy is likely, and then that's also all of our money. Whereas Gumball is going to be quite a bit of value over time on our pawn shop. And they're free. And then it's crit chance, it's health, it's all of the tiny things it gives you. So this is pretty good just because we have loop right now. Okay, properties, please pawn shop me, bro.
You've got the land sent on you, friend.
Yes.
It's good to know who has
Huge.
in this town.
Huge. I think that's it. We don't want to... There's nothing else he has we care about. Okay. So now, I think... Yeah, I'm strongly debating what our 13 upgrade is. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah. We lose in the long run if we didn't hit the pawn shop upgrade. Now the question is, do we go diamond on it? Do we go... I feel like belt we have a lot more chances at. You know, you got middle exist. But belt helps you win now. As does double whammy helps you win now. It's kind of not enough damage right now. Okay. Give me something. That's nothing. I mean, 600. How much flat is that? It would be 60. That's like 80 damage. Whoop. We don't actually use properties. Yeah, none of that's huge. That's huge. Okay.
It's a whole new curriculum out here.
CDR is good. Okay, Quixel. Belt, please. We would really like a belt from you. Yeah, we're still kind of poor right now. Is that a good way to spend our money? I mean, the answer is no, but the answer is yes. That is a mystery goal, by the way. Do not trust it. You can totally get yourself in a trap. The free loop value does not give you a coin. So do not get tricked by that. I think we want to go to middle for a chance at the upgrade. On belt, maybe. And I also feel like there's something that's better. Oh, and the phonograph. The phonograph. We can't afford it. We would have to sell off everything. Alright, we'll just keep... Yeah. We'll just keep XPing then. Just because it was not guaranteed power. We might not have had the money for it anyway. And XP gives us guaranteed power when we hit 13. Yeah, piggy bank's gonna be big. That's a bunch of things we get to sell. Normally it's a loss. You buy it for 4, and then you spend 2 to get 1 value on your bank and then 2 value out of the coins. So you have to do that 4 times. So you have to go get it up to 4 just to make your money back on piggy bank. That was something. But yeah, it is a pawn shop scaler. So for us, it's pretty good as a pawn shop scaler. And then as you sell them, you get quite a bit more out of them because of loop. So piggy bank actually works pretty well. We'll get 1 more on it because then we just run out of space for it. I think we want to just things that'll sell for a lot. That is not something that'll sell for a lot. That was heartbreaking. Okay, yeah, we need to go into the next hour. Eating contest is power. Again, I really think our board state is the biggest place that we're going to get most of our power. And then we got screwed on a coin there. So we have to exit to main menu. I think that's the display bug. Sell the ringing piggy to have more space for your bank cash out. Well, that wasn't wrong. We just got hosed. That sucks. Okay. We're not poor anymore, though. So, I think we'll sell 2 for 8. We're not doing that yet. I don't think we're buying and selling yet. Let's wait a second. Well, I mean, it's better than Hammock, right? What's Hammock actually doing for us? Hammock's a few hundred heal. I think we're double bonking for the short term unless we get Phono. Where's our money at? Do we do the spare change? JJ's not exactly like a targeted mid-size item guy. Okay, so Property Baron would be big. I think we actually survived Property Baron. We do kill him if we crit, but then we would have 100% crit chance on double whammy if we got the crit skill. Even the income skill would be pretty big for us. As we see how poor we are, that would solve our poverty problems. So either of those would be pretty big. Actually, what am I talking about? Master Salesman would be huge too. Any skill, please. Any skill at all. We'll take them all. Fantastic. Yeah, all the skills. We'll take all the... Yes. we look at your inventory and we say yes, please. Okay, pull. Double upgrade pull. On this board, double upgrade pull. Nobody likes you, pull. I like you. You're good. Pull's great. Pull's got some fun voice lines. Even though he didn't help us out. Kev has a high chance at a belt upgrade. Otherwise, it would go to Gumballs. But I think I'm really fishing. Like, we desperately want to get to diamond on everything. All right. I think the next upgrade is belt. Pawnshop is still our future, though. But as is double whammy, obviously. Do we just keep being greedy? Do we go pawnshop and keep property fishing for belt? Because this will be more over time. Because that didn't look close. I feel like we have a little more time. We still have one more loss we can survive. I think we agreed. Next 2 fights are rather free right now. I think you're right. So I think we keep aiming for day 14.
Now that's quality.
Yep. And if we get another enchanted, a 10,000% goes on our pawn shop. Curio's fantastic.
I got everything you need. Just a matter of
Don't mind if we do Curio. All of this is free because of loot. Wait, why isn't it free? Oh, the food items say they sell for 0 is why they don't end up becoming free. Are we buying and selling at 4? We are, right? We're rich enough for that.
reuse everything. That's been sitting there 20 years, waiting for you.
Certainly buying and selling the things that upgrade ship, but I'm going to slow down on these because we need to be able to buy gold items if we get there. I could fish for these two for Mila, or I could do the guaranteed chocolate bars. I think we're going to start making space to make sure we're getting full value. I think we bird in the hand still. It just occurred to me that if we got Soul of the District, that would be even better than Lion Cane with our current build. That doesn't work for us, unfortunately, because of belt. Jesus. We have 103 crit chance. Why do we have so much crit chance? Oh yeah, we got the skill. I forgot we got the skill. We are 100% crit. And what is Lion Cane at? It's only big items, so Lion Cane is crap. What could Adira have that we would want? I'm not super familiar. By the way, this build is fire. This build is fun as hell. I think we're going to Adira though, because Ryakon's mostly just flat damage. He could be a little bit of crit, but we don't care on our main item anymore. So, I mean, obviously it's crit chance on that, but that's not staying on our board necessarily forever if we get Phonograph. Do we reroll here? I like how I'm the streamer and I'm so clearly confident. Like, I absolutely know what I want in this run. Very clearly. I think we reroll. We look for something. I'm not even sure what. That. We look for that. That's why we reroll. Don't get me wrong, a 5-second freeze is great, but it doesn't happen until too late. That buys us quite a lot of time. Holy crap. Andy does not have anything that's better for us than gumballs. I don't think. I guess he has a loop upgrade and we get to buy and sell 6, but we're not rich. We're gonna take the gumballs. Oh, buddy, y'all. Oh, buddy. We gaming. That is 10,000 hit points. I want everything to diamond. You know how much I would give for a diamond bootstraps right now? Like, all of the things. Why did I put that back on my board?
I should warn you. I'm unlike other Jabalians.
I think belt is the most power we can get. 5% more max health damage versus 25% more max health. And then our strategy for staying alive is just like we take a long time to kill. So I think we need to start investing into belt. That's not till 16 though, but still. You know what? I think pawnshop's doing fine. I think we start taking some risks to try to get some upgrades. Jesus, look at that.
Make me proud.
Look at that.
Nufo teaches stillness. I prefer action.
Look at that timing. Well, now we're definitely upgrading our belt.
If I don't have what you need, I'll help you find
Phono,
it.
please. Am I buying and selling? No, we want to hold.
I used to offer
Oh,
a free ride
you
home.
guys.
I thought it was weird.
We're gaming. We're so gaming. Oh, buddy. Okay. Now we are just... We don't need to shop ever again. I mean, when it makes sense to, we'll shop. But, yeah, we're even doing this. We'll have money on the other side of the fight for other
And I'll
things.
trot it to your door.
Okay, Property Baron. Give me your other goods, please. That start of combat haste is pretty nice, too. We're winning with their secondary weapon. That's cheating. Yeah, no on the skills. That's fine. We don't entirely have space, but we don't entirely care. I think we're at the point that Piggles is too slow. Oh, buddy. Okay. It's pawnshop for certain. Just the enchant alone is like 40 something gold.
Things are so dull.
But if it's obsidian, it's not obsidian. It is your shield items have shields. Well, can't win them all. Pole now no longer has upgrades for us. We are not doing flat damage. I guess we're taking a cinder to buy and sell something. That is actually the best value we can have right now. Sure. Weird, but sure. Okay, sir. Would you like to buy some of my pawnshop wares?
Boring.
Fixer's one of the builds that could scale outside of our kill range. It's not, but it's one that could. I don't think a lot of people are going to get outside of our kill range. I think we're gaming, boys. We also still have one death in us. Or no. No, that is actually one prestige. That is not... that is actually one prestige. Where am I? For my ledger. We're gumballing. I don't think a Lion Cane upgrade is it. We wouldn't mind getting Phono still. We still have a dream about that. I am going to trade that because this is technically more value. We are proper play, always, even when it's silly. That 10 health might be the difference, y'all. That 10 health is a fraction of a piece of damage. He now doesn't sell anything that can give us value, except I guess he could have rewards card upgrade or loot upgrade. We're not exactly in need of gold. Hey, we can get our Hogwash back. How kind. We'll cycle at 4, maybe 8. Yeah, we could cycle at 8. Can he kill double whammy? I mean, I guess Lion King can still destroy him. Let's find out. There's only one way to know, y'all. Oh, he's not faster than Whammy. That surprises me.
It's all about motivation. You gotta know what you're fighting for.
Okay, we're definitely upgrading belt now. And now it's just our flex spot that can do anything at all. Getting it to diamond wouldn't be tragic. It would be great, I guess. But is not exactly important. Temporary health, I think, is better than... We're not cycling shit at pole. So, yeah, sure, 10% of our max health for a day. Why not? Okay. Chocolate bars, where are we at on ledger? I guess we don't care. It's just missing a little bit of money either way. And is there anything we want to get rid of? No. That's doing us pretty well. Loop is paying the bills. Where are we at? 7? Okay. Holy crap. This is 14.5. I fixed your bill where I hit 300k 5 seconds. That was fun. So they only have to get through 50,000 hit points in 12 seconds. Jesus. That's not kosher. That's not halal. That is breaking all manner of God's law. Alrighty. Ledger has not popped yet. We do not want to sell that one though. We want something in the catch. Then we can sell. Sorry, the gameplay is a little boring. I mean, the combat's not. But I guess every day, I always feel like day 12 to 13. Obviously, when I'm playing the game, I don't feel this way. We're at 9, so it's a sucky time to sell, but we're going to do it. We don't care about losing the 5 gold. We'd rather get more. But when I'm playing the game, I never notice that this is boring, but like then when I'm casting, I'm like, oh yeah, there's not really a lot to say when you're at this point in the gameplay loop. Kind of slows down a little bit. So Raycon can have the double large items have double damage. Or even like damage equal to your money would kind of not matter. Does Reginald have any actual health skills? I don't think he does, like max health. And we already got the big one from Defense Grid, so I guess we're doing Raycon. Lifting. We'll get there, but oh, actually, do we just run one less item on our board so that we lifesteal in case we don't kill him in the first swing? I kind of love this. I mean, I don't want to take something off our board. Do we do this? Do we do this for giggles? We could put something else in Lion King's spot, but I mean we're critting at like 20,000 double multicast, so that means I want the closing sign. Oh, okay, yeah. All right. I just love the idea that you not only have to kill me inside of the window. Uh, but but you have to do it once. Like you can't survive the first round of hits and still like. All right. Property Baron. Yeah, I guess we're still looking for the double whatever skill. His haste doesn't work because our properties don't cast. Soul of the District would be objectively better than Lion King at this point, but I don't think we need a second bonk. I think we are pretty happy with the first one. So we're gonna go for doubling pawnshop because I just want as much health as I can get to. I have seen a 60,000 before. God, that's our Lion King. Nope, miss. I've seen a 60,000. I've seen the Promised Land. I would like to pass it. So we will go shopping if they can sell medium items then and get the bonk off our board. Oh Christ. I don't know if y'all know this enchant, but is that even anything though? No, that actually doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. 700 flat is actually weak. I fucking love that so much. I think that's correct, right? I think we're going for the hubris. All right, let's spice it up.
I should warn you. I'm like other jabronis.
That is not enough, sir. And you can't freeze me. Ah, damn, my gumball fell on my board. It broke up our style. Yeah, you can't freeze me. I'm sorry. We're immune to that. Holy crap, this board. We did it. We bonked. Can I sell it now? I can. Cool. So that was fairly successful as far as runs go. We have some CDR. We're at 10.3 seconds. Not a lot of CDR, but we're at 129% crit chance, which I think is magical. We started the fight with 27,000 shield they had to get through before they even get to look at our health pool, which is nuts. That doesn't actually do anything on our board. Start of combat haste is pretty big. And then, of course, if for some reason they survived that, we would have gotten 23. Well, we would have gotten double that damage back because if they survived the first swing, then the multicast would have hit. So that's an affected board. Why is this back? What is with? Oh, that was during gameplay. That makes sense. Cool. I actually think this is not. It is hard to survive till like day 8, day 9, but once you have, I think this is the strongest build in the game. With the major caveat that you have Radiant on your whammy, because if you don't, which by the way, I've gone up against a 60,000. I had like a really powerful. I had 1,000 damage at Lottle, and I went up against a 60,000 with the shield skill. And I think some regen or something nuts. Double whammy. And I permafroze his double whammy. Because that's back when the rightmost freeze skill was broken. And I still lost in the sandstorm. Because I couldn't kill him fast enough. So. Okay.